The whole story begins in the back room of the restaurant where the kitchen is located. There is a girl trying to mop the floor all alone in the empty room. What should I do? I better clean this fast or else I will be in the big trouble, Nene worried. Where the hell are you, Nene? Someone shot from the outside. Suddenly, the door buzzed, and the shouting of her boss began. Her boss named Tani has a flower on his forehead. He is very upset about the girl performance. Again? Is your job too hard? Look at this. Does this look clean to you? The boss say with anger and point at the dirty dish in his hand. Just cleaning the dishes and mopping the floor. Is that too hard? The girl had a side look award from her boss, represent her boredom. He saw the reaction, so he threw that dish on the floor, and the dish was completely broken into the pieces. Did you think there will be someone else who will accept a piece of trash for a job like me? He discriminates against her furiously. I, I, I'm really sorry. Please give me a chance this time, she begged. An orphan like you thinks I will take a pity on you? Learn your place, you stupid brat. The girl bowed down and kept saying sorry to the manager with a face begging to not let her go. She knows that there will be nowhere else that will accept a girl like her. A girl with no background in anything, not even a family. Please forgive me. I will do better than ever, she pity begged again. The boss left with the expression of disappointment. He shut the door with an immense force that made a loud noise. Bam! The girls go on to continue cleaning. What time is it now? 11 p.m. She shockingly shouted as the time passed from 6 p.m. to almost midnight. The girls go on to finish her shift work. Sweat dripped from her forehead down to her neck. She used her hand to sweep all of the sweat from her face. Then she goes to the sinks, washes her face, and gets ready to go home.
The girls walk by the light post close to building, which was left unfinished and constructed by Red Pig. She is in a red hoodie with black long pants. There is a cat meowing sound as she walks past building by buildings. The sound was the tongue selling illegal substance pop up. However, the girls walk through the dim lights on the street without any fear. Even a gunshot wouldn't spy me at this point. She talks to herself. She pulls her hands out in front of her and see a raindrop falls. She has no reaction to it. She looks up at the sky with a sigh of nothingness, as if time were to stop. The girl's eyes are wide open, suddenly having a flashback of her and her mom holding the umbrella out in the rain when she was a little kid. Don't worry, Nene. The rains will be over soon. It's okay to be sad. Eyes away wheels. Snap back to the realities. All of that won't matter anymore. She continues walking down the street of loneliness to her rental apartments, full of cracks and damage. The stair handrail is full of dust and rust. She's opened the door and sits on the wooden chairs, takes out a pen and an old diary book and starts writing out the story that happened today. The expressions on her face look worse than when she was at the workplace. She felt very tired and her body started to give up. So she collapsed onto her diary that was written on the desk. Next morning, she wakes up and finds out that her diary is full of tears. which make her face fill with despair but no sign of emotions. She had to wear dirty clothes due to limited resources within the room. When the times come, she takes to a walk to school. Although there are rumors about violence behavior that take place within the academy. Nonetheless, she takes the step and walks in her classroom while seeing many of her classmates playing games and talking about the same usual stuff. The school begins with the teacher teaching generic boring lessons, and everyone seemed to not care about it at all. At lunchtime, Nene was walking to the toilet and didn't expect someone to be there. As soon as she walked in, she was attacked by random girls who looked exactly like her classmates. What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? Nene cried. Because you are just dirty rat that smells like dead meat. Why? She screamed. Help! What is going on here? Someone arrived. She tried to attack me for no reasons. The classmates lied with no guilt. Get the hell away from me and my girlfriend, you rat. The boy pushed Nene against the wall and then later went away. Nene was left unconscious for a while. When she finally get the conscious back, she mustered, "Why does this away happen to me?" She walked back to her class just only to get reprimanded by her teachers. By the time she sits at her desk, she noticed a strange paper under her desk, which she decides to open and find a message that says, "Go to hell, you stinky bitch."
As time flew by, she was planning to head home, but ended up encountering the same classmate again. Come with me, or else I'll tell everyone what you did to me today, the classmate threatened Nene. But I didn't do anything, she replied. Nene doesn't seem to have much of choice. She follows her classmate. The place she arrived looks familiar, like she has been here before. The girl told her to play a game, which is a curved umbrella. The rule is basically just to curve whatever shape of it without breaking it. Nene thought it sounded easy, but it isn't. The candy was too soft for it to curve perfectly. After 20 attempts, she finally did it. So the classmate was impressed and told her she won't post about the accident today. Nene goes home, gets to sleep, and wake up the morning next day to do her normal routine. Sadly, this is about to change her life forever. While she was walking to school, she noticed something odd. People were looking and laughing at her for no reason. By the time she walks in the classroom, she discovered that everyone is holding a phone with a video of her attempt on the candy challenge. She was shocked and panicked. While she noticed the face of the classmate with an evil smile. After the school lesson ends, Nelly quickly tries to go home while avoiding the hearing of the laughter and saying, "Look at the misery girl" by the crowd in school. It was an unexpected outcome that she didn't think of beforehand. Now, her reputation and image has been ruined by her own classmates. When she finally got home, she immediately went to bed and cried out, "Why does this always happen to me?" Her emotions fluctuate widely. She went from crying to laughing while her tears were falling out of her eyes. She tries to calm herself down, but is still laughing as the tears flow by. She feels empty, just like a glass without water in it. A month had passed by, and people seemed to forget about her story. However, she began to struggle due to her limitations after that incident. Now, nobody will hire her after her image has been ruined. One day, Nene was walking to her usual restaurant without awareness. Then she bumped into someone. Ouch! Watch out, kid! The man looked at the kid. He suddenly noticed that she's something different. How are you, kid? Are you okay? No!
The man then asked Nene about how she is doing. She tells him what is going on in her life and later tells him the story, what she is facing. The man felt bad, yet interested in her. He offered her a chance to gamble for a big prize, a game that will allow her to gain money with a cost of something precious. What do I have to gamble with? Your life. Nene didn't think of it too much at first and continued to walk to her workplace, clock ticking as the minute passed by. After she finished her work shift and walked back home as usual, she thinks of herself as Wallace Tash. She suddenly thinks about that man in the afternoon. She picked out the man's business card and rang the number. I want to play the game. I have nothing to lose, nothing to even care about. The very next day, she goes out into the big city by a bus. As she progresses through the city, she could see the usual slum environment change to a city with a lot of skyscrapers. This is what I was craving for. Finally, she arrives at one giant building. She walks in and sees the same man waving at her. The man beckons her over to follow him to get in the elevator. What is your name, kid? Nene. Lieutenant Tam. Nice to meet you again. The elevator suddenly opens. Seeing all the programmers and scientists walk around the lab experiment in VR. One of them comes to her. There is something you need to understand. We will get you to the VR experiment with a list of mental illness or damage to your brain eternally. If you agree to do this experiment, we will grant you 10 quarter or decillion. You just have to sign. What? You? Ha ha ha. I like this kid. She deserves a chance to live a better life. Nene got assistance from the scientist. A VR device was already prepared for her. At that moment, she was thinking about everything she has been through. I don't even care anymore. She pulled up her thumb, showing a sign that she is ready. What level do you want to be tested on? From 1 to 5. Whatever the worst one is. Lutz smiles. While looking at the scientist, they both nod in assent. We are stars, and a girl's life is about to change forever.